Right, so we have the Ikawa sample roaster. As you can see, you can have the roaster. There's two parts of this roaster basically. It's a system, and then you have the app, and then you have the piece of hardware, which is the roaster. So what you're gonna do basically is you create a roast curve first on your app, and then you can edit every single point on the curve. Control the airflow and control the temperature. So your red line stands for the temperature and the white line stands for the airflow control. So the maximum capacity of the roaster is 60 grams at the moment, but I recommend strongly using 50 grams for better consistency. So I'm going to measure now 50 grams of this Burundi coffee, and then I've created already a profile for the Burundi coffee.
Just for the record, you use 80% always of the capacity that the manufacturer tells you and everything.
Yeah.
And the big roasters and everything,
Exactly.
you use 80% of it.
Exactly. So the profile already tells you that basically it's on the machine already, otherwise you would have to send it to the roaster. So to begin the roaster is super easy. So you just push this button over here, and then you will start preheating. Once it's the preheat stage is done, then we'll put the beans in the roasting chamber through the doser.
What temperature do you preheat it at?
It depends. So you can preheat it at 100 degrees Celsius. So this one is at around 150. Yeah. So you can set the preheat point temperature at every point on your curve, and then the app will make the roaster follow the curve along. So now I'm charging the coffee inside. And then once it's ready to start roasting, it will tell me that through the app, and the roaster will also start blinking.
How much temperature drop do you have when you put the coffee in?
Around 50 degrees.
50 degrees.
Yeah. So that's the drop in temperature. So now it's ready to roast. So all I'm going to do is turn this, and then coffee drops inside the chamber. And close it. Then you can see that the roaster will track all the information through the app and try and capture all that data, which you can later export into a CSV file. So as it is a sample roaster, you can grab every single point of the curve, and then you can modify the roaster curve as you go along. So you can grab the point, and if you want to change anything, you can do it. You can click save an update and overwrite that, and then you can change that curve as you roast as well. Obviously it's better to wait until the end of the roast so you can grab all the information from that roast accurately. You can also mark all your cracks. You can mark the first crack, the second crack, and obtain the development time ratio. You can look at your rate of rise graph as well. Roasting is about to finish basically. So at this point, at around 200 degrees Celsius, it's going to start cracking. So the coffee's going to start to develop and obtain that really nice flavor. It's going to unlock all those flavors as it starts cracking. And you can hear the crack, it's very audible. So what I'm going to do now is mark the first crack, because I just heard it. So you can mark that. It's at 3 minutes 51 seconds, and then the roaster is going to start following that really nice curve through the app and capturing that information as well.
My grandmother was a mix of everything.
So you can hear how the chaff is being collected as well. You can see that over here.
My dad was. She was first family of Virginia, and she had French background, English background, everything.
So at any point during the curve, you can let it finish the roast profile as well. Once it finishes, it's going to start cooling down automatically. But because I want to modify this roast a little bit and I want it to end it earlier, all I have to do is push this button and the roaster will start cooling down the coffee as fast as possible until it reaches around 50 degrees Celsius. So now if you follow the curve, you can see how it's dropping in the temperature, and it's going to follow that curve. You can, at this point, if you like, you can also extend your cooling down temperature by dragging this last point and extend it. You can extend it up to 5 minutes as well. All you have to do is save an update, overwrite it, and then you'll tell that roaster to update that. So now the roaster is approaching 50 degrees Celsius. It's now at 53 degrees Celsius. And once it finishes, all I have to do is swap one glass jar for the other one.
What she's doing now, I used to do what she's doing. We were beginners
So the roast is now done. The app will also notify you of that. All I have to do is change one glass jar for the other one. Put this one in, and then flick and hold.
¿Estás enfriándolo ahí? ¿O bajándolo nada más?
Ya salió.
Ahí ahorita te mando a Johnny para que...
So now the roasting is done basically, and you can choose to add notes on the app. You can add notes, you can collect all the information. All this is now saved on the application, and then you can email that, you can share that profile with people through email, through WhatsApp, and you can create a link on it online as well. So you can, as you can see here, it's ready to gather all that information. You can even take a picture of the coffee that you've just roasted as well. So that's it.